Just want to let you guys know that here in Michigan we have amazing Sicilian pizza with really thick, awesome cheese with sweet sauce, and it's like the best pizza in the world. And there's so many other great pizza places, you know, just throwing that in there.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? I'm Andy with Mighty Soldiers Trades.
And I'm Sarah.
And today is crazy. A lot on the corona front. Basically canceling all public events with over 250 people, I think in Washington, San Francisco, San Diego, New York, I think maybe too.
I think it's a lot of these cities that have been hit hardest with the virus.
A lot of state of emergencies declared by many states, including our own state.
Yeah.
We now have coronavirus in our own county.
Yeah, just one, but hey, I'm sure there's more. They still haven't got them all tested yet.
Yeah, tests too, like, that's just, you know, I don't even know if they worked that out yet. Like, are there enough tests yet?
I don't know. It's kind of weird, I think. Like, how come China can test, like, thousands of people and then we can't? It's weird.
I mean, on one hand, like, if you look at the numbers, like several famous doctors are pointing out, you know, it's not even anything compared to the flu, but yet we're having a response that's unlike anything we've seen worldwide right now.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's really
nuts.
So
this is something that is a historical event, and we don't even know how far-reaching this is at this point. And right. I do know one thing: the market, we pulled back down to like 270-ish area, 270 to 272. Popped all the way back up to the 274 area. Sorry, I'm looking over my shoulder at the chart here. You guys can see it here, here, here. But so the SPY's crashing again, and Carnival Cruise Line's still hanging out and holding up. They'll hold up until my options expire, and then they'll continue on their way down.
Right, because I'm sure that they're probably going to get a lot of cancellations, because I sure as heck wouldn't want to be quarantined on a cruise ship for 2 weeks.
See, that's my own fault, guys, with the options. I bought out of the money options. I bought them with a close, not the closest when I got them, but I got them with a close expiration date. I don't know, maybe it was the closest. I don't know. Either way, I did everything wrong that I possibly could on these things. I was not paying attention to, just a lot. The decay of the options, the theta, you know, the implied volatility, just everything that I probably should have been focusing on, I was not. And, you know, I spoke to some options guys and said, you know, thanks options dudes for your great advice. And, you know, it's the options veterans that, you know, I think we should all look up to and learn from. You know, they're the guys that have been here in the trenches for years, and they know a lot more about options than what I do, that's for sure.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure that's true.
And they probably don't buy out of the money options that are expiring this Friday. So, you know, anyways, all fun and games until somebody loses their account.
Probably, yeah, that's true.
So, anyways, what did we trade today?
AYTU was the first one we traded, and they came out with news that they did a $9 million registered direct offering, and it was priced at the market, $1.15 a share. Yeah,
and you know, I basically did that offering. It was holding up, and you know, everyone's asking, you know, what about AYTU? And it's like, well, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty precarious to me. You never know, and you just got to watch for this thing to break. And I think I was out of there. I made my profit because it was holding up. I got in there and I got little pieces of it during, you know, the little cliffhanger. And I don't know why it was holding up there or what it was trying to do, but I'm glad that they hung out and let me get my profit first.
Right, yeah.
I got over 2.5% on my entire account today, and that's one account. And then I know we got at least over 1% in the other account. So
yeah, we did. Yeah, and then another one we traded was HTBX. They came out with some more news today that they're engaged in government relations firm to assist in advancing collaboration efforts and securing government funding related to the coronavirus program.
Yeah, I mean, HTBX, AYTU, IMAC. IMAC was another one. The news was okay.
They're basically... They announced that they continued a partnership with the U.S. federal government as provider of health care for the Department of Labor Office Workers' Compensation Program.
See, what my idea was on this is that this thing has been beaten up so long, and they get to maintain their contract or get this contract. I'm thinking maintain.
They continue it. It's
Yeah,
a partnership
continue,
that
yeah.
they're just continuing.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't, because of that, it's not really news unless it was being beaten up because there was news to the contrary.
Right.
And I don't know and didn't look that far into it to even know that. But I was just figuring that, hey, it's been beaten up a long time. It has this news. Maybe it'll catch something off of it. It didn't.
No, it didn't, but at least you didn't lose any money.
Yeah,
in it.
I honestly, that stock could have really destroyed me today.
Yeah.
This day could have turned out so much different if it wasn't for a very kind, benevolent market maker.
Yeah, he was kind.
Fist
today.
bump, benevolent, kind, awesome, nice market maker. You are some cool people, and I will try to stop being such a stubborn, hard-headed, whatever you would like, adjectives you'd like to use.
Right. Mm-hmm.
No, I'll tell you guys, in all honesty, when we're trading, there's a negotiation that takes place, and what happened is I say, like, let's go 134, and they say, no, 132, and then I say 134, and they say, I'll be nice. I'll give you a spread where you can get out ask minus 133, but I'm not hitting your 134, and I'm like, no, 134. Then they say, fine, back to 132, and you're like, nope, 134, and then, nope, fine, 128, now you're in the red, bud. And then you're like, no, now 136. How about that? And then it's like, okay, fine, 123. How do you like that? And you're like, I don't like that, but now let's go to 146. And then the market maker says, well, I'm kind of the one with the cash stack here, and you're kind of like this little, like dust in the wind sort of thing. Mm-hmm. So this isn't really going to work out for you. And you're like, oh, you're praying this thing will come back up and that everything's going to work out for you. And this is not a strategy, guys. The strategy is when we see this negotiation taking place, take it, Just, it doesn't matter. I see it time and again on all of my losses. There's always a moment of negotiation before the drop, usually. Mm-hmm. I mean, unless it's like something that's like really off of a big catalyst, like a offering or something, there's always a brief negotiation that takes place. And the more stubborn I am, and when I don't listen to this negotiation, and I'm like, no, forget you, man. I'm going here.
Right.
Like, no, we're not going where you want to go. Like, again, remember, I'm the one with the big fat cash stack. You're little old you. And this is not going to work out for you if you don't start to listen here. And
right.
One day, I might actually get it. Because the point is, for me, is, it's all fine when I decide to take less of it. Like today, I was offered less of a profit. I wanted a bigger profit. I was offered less of a profit. I was like, well, I've already gotten here. I deserve this one, right? Don't deserve anything in the market. I don't deserve anything. What I deserve is a slap in the face if I don't listen to this negotiation, because the market's the boss. The market's in charge, not me.
Right.
I'm just the little guy. I will never, no matter how much money I could ever have, be big enough to tell the market what to do. And that's a lesson for everybody that is hard pill to swallow.
Right. It is.
And I'm just trying to tell myself every day, I told everybody in the stream today, we need to write ourselves a note. Basically, write all the things the nastiest things we've seen the market do to us. Write it all down and just read it and remind ourselves every single morning. Be like, okay, so the market, there was a negotiation took place, I didn't take it, and then this happened, and then I have a $300 loss, I have a $3,000 loss, a $30,000 loss, I don't know.
Right.
Or a $6,500 loss, like the other day for us. So I mean, there's you just gotta listen to the market.
You do. That's
if we're gonna be trading intraday, we have to be very aware of your surroundings, just like the military says, just like martial arts and anything, be aware of your surroundings.
Who's on the other side of the trade?
Who's on the other side of the trade, exactly.
Right.
So what else do we trade?
TBLT. They had some news. They announced distribution agreement with Distribution America.
No details disclosed about that distribution agreement, but TBLT's been on the no trade list for a while. I figured this thing's been beaten up so long. It's now holding an area at 16 cents. It still hasn't resolved any of this dilution stuff or whatever they're trying to do, reverse splits. I don't know what they're trying to do, guys. Or maybe it has. I honestly don't know. I just know that this stock is notoriously up I'm up, they see me, I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
up,
it goes
they see me, I'm
between
down.
22 cents and like
16 cents.
even 15 cents. It's
15
been doing
cents,
this for a
14
while
cents, yeah.
now. So it's like, and it could always go lower. So.
Yeah, and if you feel like 14 cents is a nice support, nope. I've seen it 12 cents and lower, so.
Yeah, and then you'll get it thinking, well, maybe I'll just get this way for the next pop, and then no, it'll go lower on you. Till
Yeah,
take
so
you down to 10 cents.
Exactly. So that's why I was on my no trade list, but I took some decent profit in TBLT today.
Yeah.
I think that last TBLT trade put me over 150% of my daily profit target.
Yeah. It
So
did.
that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So we had some pretty good trades today. And
The
then
closing well over 250% daily profit target.
Yeah, and the last trade you did was XERS, which was basically about earnings. They had an EPS miss, but a sales beat.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that. I don't really remember it too much, honestly. I traded so many today. I do remember SPEX, though.
Yeah,
SPEX started
SPEX.
popping the other day. I didn't believe in SPEX at all. This thing has been like the most precarious trade. SPEX was like my celebrity stock, one of them. GE and SPEX were like my two going forward. GE, SPEX, and Ford were my big stocks ever since like way back with the auto bailout and everything. I don't know when SPEX came on the scene, but it was somewhere within that time way back then. And I always watched it. I always saw when it popped, and I was always like, "Look at what I could have got! This thing went from $1 up to $1.30."
Yeah, I know. I remember him telling me this. It's like, well, geez, if it's that easy to make money, why aren't we doing it? But no, it's not that easy to make money.
Right, exactly.
Because you're like, I can just buy here and then make, but it's not. You don't know what it actually is when you're just not. You don't know what day trading is.
It's always easy to see a chart that's went somewhere without knowing why it even went there. I mean, for all you know, it could have popped like that because there was a short in. You might be bigger than that short, and then now it starts to drop on you as soon as you get in.
Right.
You have no idea what was making that trade move when it was moving.
Yeah, I know. And SPEX has had a couple news. They had coronavirus news. They had a direct offering. They closed their offering yesterday. Today, no new news. So I'm just, it's moving on everything that's just happened. And they're changing their name.
And that's weird too.
So their tickers.
That's unfortunate. Like I said, this was like one of my celebrity stocks. I've always had this like love-hate relationship with it. Like it's there as like one of the reasons why I'm trading. It was that thing that I always looked at like I gotta get into day trading. Forget investing. I need to be day trading.
Right now.
And now that I'm day trading, I don't want to touch it with I don't want to touch it with your account. But
right.
Seriously, that's how bad it is.
Now we won't be hearing SPEX. Now they'll say whatever the ticker's going to be, and we're like, we won't realize it's SPEX probably.
There's going to be a lot of those from now on. I wouldn't touch that stock with your account.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, guys, I definitely would not because I want you guys to do better than me, honestly. That's the goal here.
Yeah.
And, I'm not doing this because, communicating with this camera and communicating with you guys through this camera, it surely isn't making us rich or anything, so we're just here trying to share whatever we know, whatever we're learning, and, if it helps you guys, then that's awesome, especially if it can give you purpose, because, I know what it's like to be hurt from the Army. I know what it's like to have really bad days, and I know what it's like to just be so crushed that you don't really have much purpose for certain times of my life.
All right.
And anything that can benefit you guys and help you guys out so you can grow and start to feel better and get on the same path that I've gotten on. And I know that I'm nowhere near the end of this road, and there's a long way to go, especially with physical fitness and all, but
gotta get our beach bodies ready.
Yeah, we gotta get our beach bodies ready by 2060. I think 2060 is a good enough goal for me.
Yeah.
And this coronavirus map Sarah's pulling up here.
I pulled up the map.
Okay, before any of this, Sarah's obsessed with weather.
Oh, man.
And always. I mean, when we were younger, I couldn't sleep without her having the Weather Channel on all night
I don't
long.
know. Hey, I guess I get it from my dad. He had the Weather Channel on all the time. But I did tell him about the coronavirus in December. Before all this stuff happened, I'm like, hey, did you hear about this coronavirus that's going on in China right now? It's like they got 500 cases. They don't know what it's from. But it started in a market. Yeah, it's crazy now.
Yeah, we got huge areas now in Washington, California, and New York. What is it, Delaware maybe? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Somewhere around there.
Tennessee, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island area, yeah. So
I don't know.
And Chicago's actually getting pretty big Looks like near St. Louis too. So
Yeah, St. Louis
and
County in Missouri has it.
this is it's not looking good, guys. Basically, I hope that they don't get these big, huge steel barriers that are city, entryways and whatever. And it's not the zombie apocalypse. So let's calm down a bit.
Hey, yeah. Hopefully we can find some toilet paper today.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Although we did just buy a giant case that we normally buy every month, but now I'm afraid, like, what happens if we can't find toilet paper for months to come? Then what are we gonna do?
I was thinking though, railroad stocks might actually be pretty strong.
Railroads?
Because because I mean, railroads, we don't need roads where we're going. Like, that's kind of like, yeah.
Yeah. I like that. We don't need roads where we're going.
Yeah, so the railroad stocks, we got to get our stuff one way or another, and the railroads are going to be a way to continue to do that. And they're the only ones keeping the gas, the prices afloat, I guess. No. Somebody's got to use all this oil and gas and diesel, and
yeah, somebody has to use it.
everybody else is staying in their houses for, Corona scare, or because the government locks us in. No, I'm kidding. This is the United States of America, guys. We won't be locked down.
Yeah, I still see plenty of people driving around. Still doing work, so.
But we will respect each other and try not to infect each other.
Right.
It's starting to sound more like a zombie apocalypse as we speak, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes me want to go watch the movie, one of them, virus movies that they have where everybody dies.
No, it's not. No, it's not. All right, guys. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us.
Check us. Or no. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hi, I'm Sarah with Mighty Soldiers Trades. We really appreciate your support. If you like that video, please like and subscribe. Thanks.